Check out the club's Christmas wish list for 2024: Titans, Bulldogs, Dragons, Tigers. Welcome to the NRL News channel. Sign up now and stay up to date with the main news. Let's get to the news.
Titans. What they need: less fullbacks. In AJ Brimson and Jayden Campbell, the Titans have two of the most exciting players in the competition, but unfortunately they both play the same position. Fullback is both players' preferred spot and where they play their best footy, but playing Campbell on the bench has been a waste of sorts. There were hopes one of the two could switch to the 5/8 role, but new coach Des Hasler has guaranteed Kieran Foran the number 6 jersey, so unless Brimson switches to centre, it looks like the two will have to battle it out for the number 1 jumper. It is a good luxury to have two top-line options and attacking weapons at fullback, but the Titans can't afford to carry one of them on the bench. A potential switch to a roving centre role for Brimson could allow Hasler to unleash the pair in tandem, and that would be very exciting to watch. Bulldogs. What they need: recruits, and fast. The Bulldogs had high hopes in their first season with Cameron Ciraldo but slipped from 12th to 14th despite an impressive recruitment drive that has so far delivered inconsistent results. Once again, the Bulldogs have been one of the biggest movers in recruitment ahead of the 2024 season, with Bronson Xerri, return from ban, Stephen Crichton, Panthers, Blake Taaffe, Rabbitohs, J-Man Salmon, Panthers, and Josh Curran, Warriors, joining the club. However, with the exception of Crichton, none of those recruits are world-class players and they still look a bit light on in the key positions of halfback and prop. Matt Burton has struggled to translate his form as a centre into the halves, and even if Jerome Luai joins the club, it remains to be seen if he can be the solution at number 7. The departure of Luke Thompson and Tavita Pangai Jr. has left a big void up front, and unless they can unearth some young guns, they may have to go to market to bolster their pack. Dragons. What they need: Flanagan to fire. After finishing just 2 points off the wooden spoon, the Dragons are all but at rock bottom and have charged former premiership-winning coach Shane Flanagan with turning the proud club around. Flanagan was able to keep Ben Hunt at the club, but it will take more than their captain and halfback staying to see the Dragons climb up the ladder. The club are yet to get very active in the player market despite bringing in Ham Sealy, Rabbitohs, and Kyle Flanagan, Bulldogs, in straight swaps for Zane Musgrove, Warrington Wolves, and Jaden Sullivan, West's Tigers. The club have been linked to Tom Dearden and Joey Manu, which would be a massive boost if they were to land either one of those representative stars. At this stage, the Dragons will attempt to avenge their horror 2023 season with largely the same roster, and they are hoping that Flanagan can inspire the improvement in individual players and the team collectively to get the Dragons back competing for the top 8. Tigers. What they need: halves to click. The Tigers were without a halves combination until recently, with Luke Brooks joining the Sea Eagles and Adam Duahi ruled out for a large chunk of the 2024 season due to injury. The club signed trio Aiden Caesar, Jaden Sullivan and Latu Fainu for next season, with the former two expected to start the year in the halves. However, Fainu, who is just 18, impressed on debut for Tonga and could be a smoky to nab a starting spot. If not, he will put pressure on the other two and push hard for an NRL debut at some point next season. The Tigers have a class hooker in API Coruscant and fullback in Jareem Buehler, but they need their halves to fire if they are going to compete consistently in the NRL. After back-to-back wooden spoons, the Tigers desperately need some direction and attacking spark in their halves, and it is up to Caesar, Sullivan and Fainu as well as new coach Benji Marshall to make it work.